Hey, I'm charting man Dan, trader and technical analyst with the Chart Guys, and in this video we're going to check in on the broader market. Consolidation day today, but rotation was in play. We also had a lot of news in the crypto space leading to a dump and then a big V-shaped bounce. Lots to look in on. So today was an ideal day for consolidation and ideal for bulls. And I say that because we broke the lows of yesterday on SPY and QQQ first thing this morning, and then bears were unable to confirm an hourly downtrend. We have no hourly downtrend on SPY and QQQ at this point, and if that remains the case, these are daily bull flags. What else we saw was rotation. Big tech dropped, semiconductors dropped, and the financial sector and growth showed us that the bull move on Friday was for real. And if you look at the daily charts on those names, Friday we had the big bull day. Yesterday we gave a lot of it back. That caused a moment of pause. Uh-oh, was that a fake out? And then the answer today is nope, that's not a fake out. Financial sector hitting the highest price in over a month. IWM, another huge green day. Find me the last time IWM had two green candles like this in a 3-day span. And it hasn't happened since we had this bull move at the end of the year and to start the year. This is the most bullish 3-day span for IWM that we've seen in 6 months. 5 months. 4 months. 4 or 5 months. You get the idea. It's a strong move. Look at the volume behind it. Just green Marubozu candles with big buying volume. So we're going to continue to watch the rotation into laggards. And we're watching names like ARKK up at the highs here, slowly working its way to confirming the monthly uptrend after Tesla has already done so. Another big story today was a big drop in the a big drop in the crypto stocks, because yesterday we had news that SEC was suing Binance, and today we had news that the SEC was suing Coinbase. And so we look at Coinbase, and it had a huge gap down open. And even pre-market in the chat room, I said, I'm surprised at the size of this bearish reaction. I would have thought that more was priced in from yesterday because it was the same news, just a different company. And so you got to anticipate, okay, well, if they're going after one, they're probably going to go after the other one as well. And so the bulls bought that gap down open. Obviously still a very red day for Coinbase, but where it was priced in was Bitcoin. So Bitcoin had that move priced in, and Bitcoin is a potential daily falling wedge. And we're looking at Bitcoin right now because this matters for crypto stocks. So we've been keeping an eye on this Bitcoin falling wedge, and I haven't had a high conviction that this is a falling wedge. But now that we see this reaction to a 2-day span of extremely bearish news, I say, yeah, keep an eye on this falling wedge. Because if this falling wedge breaks bull, it's going to be a 2-week high or low off of EMA support trying to head back to the recent high. It's an odd way that this has played out because Bitcoin has been extremely weak while the broader market has been very strong. And now Bitcoin is showing the strongest day that we've seen in a week and a half on supposedly, its most bearish 24-hour window of news. So good sign for the bulls. V-shaped bounce, no hourly consolidation yet. And we're going to look for an hourly high or low on a pullback. But why that matters to me in the stock world, MARA. So MARA dropped down, broke the lows by a couple pennies, and then V-shaped bounce. And look at the weekly time frame here. We just keep bouncing off EMA support. So I'm very interested in hourly higher lows on these miners, looking for a potential. If Bitcoin's going to break a daily falling wedge bullish, then MARA is going to break 1072 and set a clear base of support and head back up to the recent high of 1283. So watching very closely over the rest of this week. And we need to confirm hourly uptrends. This is a great V-shaped bounce, but we need that higher low and higher high. So bulls will be looking for entries on hourly consolidation. Riot had the same bounce, but it's nowhere near its resistance. And if you look at MARA divided by Riot, we've got the strongest that MARA has been compared to Riot in a while. I talked about, forget where I talked about it, but I was talking about this falling wedge here, and that has now broken bull. So I like MARA over Riot as a bull for the current setup. So back to our major sectors. Bears must confirm an hourly downtrend if anything's going to shift here, or we're going to look for new 52-week highs in SPY and QQQ here this week. Again, I started the morning. Okay, bears, if we're going to see meaningful consolidation, QQQ, XLF, XLV, all need to break the low of yesterday. As soon as we saw XLF bulls show up, it's not happening. Healthy rotation. Anything less than all major sectors hitting the lows at the same time, there is rotation going on. Semiconductors, gap down open, bulls bought the dip a bit, and we'd have the daily downtrend confirmed here, but again, we don't on NVDA. So NVDA trying to form a higher low compared to 378 to continue tightening up within this tightening range. Bulls have to break 391.60, the high of today, tomorrow, for this daily range to continue to tighten. I've had a no flow week in my trading, and last week I had some nice flow state, and doesn't mean I'm having a bad week, it just means I'm not having a good week. So I think I'm green on the week by a small amount, and it's just a lot of chop. And so examples of my trading today, NVDA, the best trade I had on the day was nailing this bounce, and the reason I played this bounce was hourly oversold, expecting to form a higher low compared to 378.22. So we got within 1% of that level. And when we did, the hourly was oversold, the 15-minute RSI was low 20s, the 5-minute RSI was low 20s, and I was just watching the bid and the ask on this dump and just market bought as soon as I saw the first buy at the ask on that dump. And I got a really good fill of 381.80 something, and then was just scaling out into that bounce. Where I failed today was looking for a coin hourly lower high. So we know coin hourly lower high is the most likely scenario, and it was shaping up there, but you could see it started shaping up at noon, and then we just went sideways for 3 hours, and we never rolled over, because Bitcoin kept grinding higher. And so I had a couple short attempts on coin where, small little losses, but just missing. I think I stopped out, right here before this little 3-4% pullback. So small green day. It's just the way that it goes. Recognizing when I'm not in flow state means just pump the brakes a little bit and wait for that flow state to return. So NVDA tightening daily range on watch. If the bulls prove it tomorrow, then potentially heading into Friday or Monday to be looking for a break if we set the daily high or low tomorrow. Well, tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, Friday. We'll see. Tesla, extremely strong. Again, we broke the low of yesterday, but we never confirmed an hourly downtrend. I don't know what's going on after hours, but bulls like it. Looks like Tesla-specific news. Don't know. But we know the daily chart's bullish. Monthly uptrend confirmed. Resistance from here, 237.40. All bulls. We will clearly see when the bears are taking over in the market, and it's just not happening. Apple, sell the news event. How about that bear follow through? Can't even touch daily EMA 12 at this point. Didn't confirm an hourly downtrend. Straight drop into the bounce. It's a fairly weak bounce, but anything above 170.52 is a daily high or low. And where we currently stand, we can pull back from here another 4% and still be in a daily uptrend. Best case for the bulls would be holding EMA 12 on the daily. Netflix started daily consolidation. It was a bit of a weaker name. Meta, still strong, but slowing down. Again, bull breaks with a lack of follow through. Microsoft started some daily consolidation. So again, this is daily consolidation in a lot of names, yet bears aren't getting anywhere in SPY because of the rotation. XLV, daily consolidation underway. We opened right at the high of yesterday and rejected into a pretty solid pullback. Big question, I talked about this in the video yesterday. The question for the week, can XLF and XLV bulls confirm daily uptrends? Well, right now it's only XLV that is shaping that up. So we've got to form an hourly trend change back to the bulls to set a daily high or low, and then we've got to break 130, 138 to confirm a daily uptrend and to confirm a convincing weekly high or low in this equilibrium. The financial sector, all bulls today. So again, it was very clear in the first 10 minutes of trading, we're probably not going to see all sectors break the low of yesterday because XLF bulls went straight up from the open. And again, look at this weekly chart. If we break 33.55, which is now under 2% away, that's a weekly uptrend confirming, and that's a monthly higher low being set. So we are seeing our weaker sectors joining Team Bull. And it's just a question of how long is that going to continue. IWM, as we mentioned, huge day. Tons of space for an hourly higher low. Tried a little bull flag at the end of the day. Resistance from here, I'm looking up at 186.58. Bigger picture, the big question is going to be, do we fail 198.53 resistance and continue tightening up on the monthly? That's really the only hope for the bears as far as IWM and growth names are concerned at this point. I'm just viewing this as a low, high, higher low, lower high, higher low, and anything under 198.53 is a lower high. Are we going to remain within a sideways year-long channel, or can bulls break resistance? KRE continuing its bounce highs. And again, KRE was just such a good example of everybody being on one side of the boat, looking in the same direction, no news being good news, and just an oversold bounce setup with now significant follow-through. Monthly bounce is officially underway. We're certainly going to scout a monthly lower high, but a significant turnaround in this sector, 44.59, the next key resistance level. As I mentioned, keep an eye on ARC, trying to confirm this inverse head and shoulders. We've already seen PLTR do it. AI names, PLTR, staying real strong. Inside bar, strongest close yet. AI, big bounce off the daily higher low. Anything under 44.02 is a daily lower high, but we've already seen 50% plus bounce retracement, and we're staying strong. Again, there is no indication of a bubble in these charts. Break that low, and okay, we can talk about it. The low in the 30s. But again, these AI names are still strong. What did Path do today? Path still up at the highs. So again, I'll let you know if I see signs of a bubble on the daily chart, but it's just not there at this point. Biotech sector continues to benefit from growth names seeing strength. So just grinding up here. Stair-step pattern the last 5 days, heading back to the recent highs. Nice clear hourly uptrend. Probably the most consistent bull sector the last 5 days. Just slow and steady hourly uptrend. The dollar is tightening up. I like the 4-hour for clarity. It's in equilibrium. We failed resistance this morning. Anything above 103.81 is a higher low. If this tightening range breaks bearish, keep an eye on the metal bulls. Gold is trying to set a daily higher low. Technically, it already has, trying to confirm a daily uptrend. Silver, also trying for the daily higher low. And the miners, third daily inside bar in a row. These miners will see more volatility tomorrow. I think I said that yesterday, but can't get any tighter. And if the dollar breaks bear, keeping an eye on metals and miners on the bull side. And oil, solid bounce underway, 12-hour higher low is trying to form. And then anything under 75.06 will be a 12-hour lower high for a potential tightening range. So overall, watching for hourly higher lows in crypto names, watching the Bitcoin daily falling wedge, watching the metals and the miners. If the dollar gives indications a weekly lower high is being set, no red flags whatsoever in the broader market consolidation unless we see all major sectors at lows at the same time. Tesla bulls still strong, grinding higher. What else we got? Watching those growth names. We are rotating into growth. The market breadth is increasing. The next narrative is liquidity, but I'm going to let price action be my guide. And that is that. Hope you're well, do good things, and we will see you tomorrow.
We are baby Turks. See baby Turk head.